Misfits is once again trying something new with its upcoming Tag Survivor match. It sounds pretty interesting, it has my attention, but will it go as planned?
It's done it from time to time. Just a little bit.
From the United Kingdom, the Nightmare. Hey!
Alright, so we have already seen a Misfits tag team match, and overall I would say that went pretty well. At the time it did have some controversy. Some people were supporting it, some people weren't. There was a lot of talk about how it would work, with concerns about safety and just running smoothly overall. The fight featured a fan favorite for Misfits, Luis Pineda, who has grown a lot in popularity, and it seems like everyone is rooting for him at this point. His partner was B. Dave, and they ended up winning that first tag team fight. And after that fight, I think it was pretty clear that it was something they wanted to do more of. It was something they wanted to explore after a successful first try. So I really was not surprised to see that back for this upcoming Misfits 08 card. But I was surprised to see Dean the Great is included in that tag team match. I'm looking forward to that one. But once again, Misfits is trying to up the levels, bring this shock factor to another level, and once again, it's bringing controversy. The main event for Misfits 8 is a Tag Survivor match. Now, unlike the tag team one, there are no teams here, every man for himself. Now, this fight is featuring a few familiar faces for Misfits: Nick Lamau, Swarms, B. Dave, and Ryan Johnston, who will be making his Misfits debut. As far as who they chose for this new idea, I actually kind of like the fighters. I think they have a similar skill set. As of right now, I would say that Nick Lamau is probably the best of that group, and my prediction would be that he's going to win this thing. But who is fighting in this thing is not really the problem for a lot of people here. People are concerned that it is not going to go as expected. Let's go over some of the rules announced for this Tag Survivor match. So pretty much this is a 4-man fight. The first two fighters to start off the match will be decided by a fan vote, which is a pretty fair idea. I guess that would make sense. And you can tag out to any fighter outside of the ring. If you refuse to be tagged in, you are eliminated. I believe this is going to be 4 rounds, and if you are knocked down at all at any point in this fight, you are also eliminated. A fighter is also not allowed to tag the same person consecutively, which I think is a good rule. That would also make sense. At the end of the round, the fighter is changed to a new fighter to start the next round. If more than one fighter remains at the end of the fight, it goes to the judges' scorecards. And if it were to go to the judges' scorecards, each round a fighter is given a score of 8 to 10 points based off of their performance. And another interesting rule to pay attention to is that if a fighter does not fight in the round at all, he is automatically given 9 points for that round. Now, when you first look over the rule set, I think it is a good start. I think it covers a lot of the basics, and potentially there may be no problems and the fight will go very well. It may get a little sloppy at times, but I am hoping for a successful fight like that first tag team match. Now, there can be a couple of loopholes that I think have to be figured out before this fight goes down. I think the fight can be a bit disappointing if fighters are refusing to tag out, and we pretty much see a fighter stay in for the entire round every opportunity he gets, which may not be a bad idea for him if he is dominating the fight, but it may end up being a little bit of a disappointment for the viewers. Another rule that has to be ironed out is the situation in which a fighter fights for the majority of a round and then tags out for the final 15-20 seconds to take away that 9-point guarantee for a fighter who does not fight in a round. So if a fighter comes in for the last 10 to 15, even 20 seconds of a fight, what happens in that situation? Does he still get the guaranteed 9 points, or does he get deducted to 8 points because he got tagged out in the last few seconds? That is also something. If these fighters are looking for an opportunity to get a little cheap, to find some loopholes, they will find one, is what I'm thinking. But if they are all down to just fight, keep this thing fast-paced and run it how it is intended to, it will most likely go well. And I do believe these guys will be down for that kind of fight where they will not be looking for a loophole, but potentially these problems could arise. Overall, I am really looking forward to this fight. I do think it will go well. There will always be worries and concerns from people when introducing a new idea, but like the tag team match, there is a good chance that this goes well and we will see it again. I don't mind them trying something new. We will see how it goes. Like I said, I think Nick Lamau is the front runner for this thing. Then I'd probably go with Swarms, at least over B. Dave. I am not super familiar with Ryan Johnston's fighting ability, so I have to look into that a little bit more before this fight goes down. This whole Misfits number 8 card should be pretty entertaining. There are some very solid fights on this thing, and it is also a free non-pay-per-view event. What do you guys think? Do you think this new tag survivor match is a good idea? Is it going to go well? Will the fighters find and look for loopholes in this fight? Subscribe for more boxing updates and content. If you feel like it, that would be pretty cool. The support is much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Peace.